Peace and grand rising to the Moors. Coming forth by day, all rise and stand and remain standing in perpetuity and in alignment and in accordance to the ancient Noahide laws. This is a sovereign, living, ancient, Moroccan, Moorish American, universal Article 3, consular court action. We are the divine, living justice, ego sum, Chief Justice, anagel, todochea Saunders, which re-chosen national appellation is anagel Mahatkabade. All in captus minuto nolo in red ink, in proper persona certoris, in proper solo, and in proper hearkens. We are the complete caput and corpus juris legalis, which is our statement that we are the lawful and legal natural head and body for our empire, and the one and only empire. I and all Moors, their true and de jure heirs to all land, all natural resources, and all commerce. For we are the people, for the original indigenous, natural, divine, living, sovereign, ancient Moroccan Empire. We are the divine and de jure Moorish National Republic federal government. We are the ancient Washington District for Columbia, the universal Moorish American consulate, and the earthward Article 3 Moorish American consular court. We are the law of our sovereign status, which is as the original indigenous, natural, divine, sovereign, ancient Article 3 living United States District for Columbia Court. We are the sovereign fiduciaries, original creditors, executors, trustees, presenters, executives, ministers, possessors, grantors, and title trustees for all causes for action, and our system is the trustee. We are peace. We are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We hereby recognize ourselves and accept our sovereign divine ascension. We do possess in our custody all land, all natural resources, and all commerce. We, the true living God nation, are not at war. We, the true living God nation, are not at war. We, the true living God nation, are not at war. We are peace. We are peace. We are peace. All commerce is backed by gold, silver, precious metals, rare earth minerals, and natural high-value elements on our estate. We are eternal, ancient, original, sovereign rights at this time and all points in time, none pro tunq. Our truth, we are born wealthy beyond measure. We are born wealthy beyond all that any could think or even imagine. Shortly after birthing, we are placed among the commoners and treated as commoners, not knowing that we were not commoners. The commoners were under oath not to speak about our true identity as nobility and gods at earth. We spent some time out of our minds in order to remember the processes that create systems. We learned them, and now we remember who we are. All obstacles placed in our way are hereby removed by us. I, self-law and master, Islam. Angel Mahatkabadai, Chief Justice, Fiduciary, Original Creditor. Moroccan Empire, Canaan Land Kahiri Republic Federal Government, United States of America, Societas Republica el Morocos, Moorish Divine and National Movement of the Earth, Northwest Mexico, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, all adjoining highlands, Temple of the Moon and the Sun, the true and de jure natural peoples, heirs to the land, Islam, universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, natural, divine, Quo warranto magnatus restitutio mittimus, Empire State of Morocco, universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine affidavit, Canaan Kahiri Republic Federal Government Ministries, United States National Trust Programs, Writ Affidavit, Sotep Jewels. International Affidavit of Truth is a declaration of national standing and a published reclamation of a state at law, placed upon the public record. For the record, let the record show. International document. Notice to the system is notice to the subjects. Notice to the subjects is notice to the system. 2025, September 1st. Chronos in the year of the Lord's Grand Rising. 2025, the month of Asvina, on the first day of the solar calendar. 2025, September 1st, Gregorian civil calendar. recorded at 1 antemeridian, grand rising in peace to the ancient Moors. All rise and stand and remain standing in perpetuity in accordance with ancient laws as stated by the Holy Congress at Canaan Morocco, cosmic progression of the sunrise era. This is a sovereign, living, ancient, universal Moroccan Moorish American Constitution for the United States, 1789, Article 3, Court Action. We are the sovereign, living justice, Angel Todochea Saunders, in proper persona, ser juris, in proper solo, proper heredies, in capitis diminuto nolo, and in red ink. My free chosen national appellation is Anagel Mahatkabade, in proper persona, ser juris, in proper solo, and in proper heredies, in capitis diminuto nolo, and in red ink. I and all Moors, the true and sure heirs for all land, all natural resources, all commerce, and all system. All Moors are the original, indigenous, sovereign, ancient, Moroccan, Moorish American descendants of the great pharaohs of Khemmett and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. We are the sentient land, the sacred blood, the holy word, the ancient Moors, Iroquois, Lamar Highlands, Gehiri Tabaco, Exmica, Olmec, Gullah, and all natural, living, divine, original, indigenous, universal, sovereign, ancient nations, matriarchs and nobles. We adjudicate, we are the great treaties for peace. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, and our energies hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the natural, living, divine, original, indigenous, universal, sovereign, ancient, Empire State of Morocco, and de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Washington District for Columbia, the Universal Moorish American Consulate, and the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. We are the complete caput and corpus juris legalis, which is our statement that we are the lawful and legal natural head and body for our empire. All Moors are the rightful, lawful title executors, ministers, heirs, trustees, claimants, beneficiaries, original creditors, and possessors of the universal vast estate trust for our own vast estate. We are the most ancient sovereign court, both at heaven and at earth. Nous vivons. We are the original indigenous American sovereigns, our God, Mother, Father, of the universal sovereign original indigenous natural divine ancients. We are peace. We are at peace. We are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We recognize ourselves and hereby accept our sovereign ascension and issue a sovereign creditor bill for possession, 9/10 of the law, and constituting 1/10 of the law over all judgment debtors. All sovereign rights perfected at this time in all points in time, none pro tunq. Mahat, tree, arch, Aset, angel, Allah, him. I am the I am. I am Aset, the grand matriarch, trifecta Allah, Heku, the master magician, the mighty mitochondria, divine beauty and order, Ashe. I am Angel Todochea Saunders, quis sum Angel Mahatkabade, in proper persona, ser juris, in proper solo, in proper heredies, in capitis diminuto nolo, and in red ink, the holy matriarch for all land, all natural resources, all commerce, and all systems. We erudite as the word, we govern as the word, and as the word we state the supreme law for the land. The ancient writs, the seals, signs, and sigils for the mother merger law, in clear, perfect allodial title for our divine cosmic laws and for our natural civic laws, for all living beings birthed at the plane of the soul, for all living creation formed at the plane made manifest, the crossroads quantum portal for all the visible and invisible, the living spirit, the earth-wide vessel, the breath of life, the spell for the sovereign, ancient, original, indigenous, universal, natural, divine, living word, at this time and all points in time, none pro tunq. Whereas we stand and ordained laws for the United States, all subjects, all persons, and all systems, which no body is able to change and alter. Whereas we are the matriarchs of noble Kronos, we are the matriarch of noble Enlegus, whereas we birth the fruits of man and woman, all our natural living creation. We are the matriarchs of noble Heru. We rise as the Nibiru star. We are honored by the sovereign matriarch circle, nobles and heirs, for we, the ancient nome of Buastis, was built. We divided the earth from the heaven. We showed the paths and processes for the ancestors. We ordered the course of the moon and the sun. We stated the lawful commerce at land and on shore. We made strong the right. We aligned the woman and the man, the lawful and the legal, the inner and the outer. We appointed the Yeshua to bring forth the wealth, to be crowned at land, on shore, into perpetuity. We adorned the gods at earth, the universal Moabite progenitors, the living natural divine matriarchs and nobles, shall be loved and honored and protected by infants and minors. We laid penalty and fealty on those disposed without natural affection towards the universal Moabite progenitors, the nobility, the living natural divine lawes and neterus, the matriarchs and nobles, ancestors returned. We made with the grand matriarch noble Shabazz and the matriarch star Sanuday an end to the eating of man and woman. We unveiled mysteries onto man and woman in favor of the living natural divine matriarchs and nobles, ancestors returned. We taught man and woman to honor the ancient face of the living natural divine laws and neteru, the universal Moabite progenitors, the matriarchs and nobles, ancestors returned. We consecrated the domiciles and cities and lands of the living natural divine laws and neterus, the universal Moabite progenitors, the Moabites and nobles, ancestors returned. We removed the fraud of the liars, the thieves, and the tyrants. We made an end to murder and death and debt. We compelled the living matriarch divine mitochondria to be protected and honored by all man and woman. We made gold, silver, and more sovereign delarium, gold receipts, to be stronger than U.S. fiat debt notes. We ordained that the true shall be known as good, the living natural divine laws and neterus, the universal Moabite progenitors, the matriarchs and nobles, ancestors returned. We stated the suspension of all capitals and presumed debt contracts and taxes and war at land on shore. We assigned to all subjects, all persons, and all systems their commands. We made the sovereign living ancient, original indigenous people and the foreign capitals, citizens, debtors, corporations, to be distinguished by nature. We ordained that nothing shall be more feared than the law. We have delivered the plotter of evil against other men into the hands of the one he plotted against. We established penalties for those who enacted injustice, capitalization, bills of attainder, inducements to fraud, conspiracy to defraud, racketeering, misprision of treason, extortion. We decreed mercy for the sovereign living ancient original indigenous nations, the universal Moabite progenitors, the living natural divine laws and neteru, the matriarchs and nobles, ancestors returned. We protect and honor the original indigenous Moorish American sovereign people, the heiresses and heirs, who are God, Mother, Father of the universal sovereign original indigenous natural divine ancients. With me the right prevails. We are the matriarch for rivers and wind and sea. We are the matriarch honored for knowing. We are the matriarch for peace, at peace. We are the matriarch for the thunderbolt and currency. We stir up the sea and we calm it. We are the rays for the sun. We adorn the courses for the sun. Whereas by our will this too shall come to an end. By birthright and bloodright we proclaim all is jurisdiction, all is law. We rise and stand into perpetuity, all subjects, all persons, and all systems, in bondage under the foreign, private, for-profit, criminal, human trafficking, United States Corporation Company, U.S. Federal Reserve, and all heirs, assigns, principals, and agents, and any and all derivatives thereof. We are the matriarchs for all ports, all berths, all seamanship. We make the unnavigable navigable at our will. We are the wall, the gate, the court, for all domiciles, all locations, all territories. We are the lawgiver, the Lord, the King. For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our King. It is he who shall save us. Isaiah 33:22. We rise the highlands out of the darkness into the light. We are the matriarch for rain, storms, and frequencies. We overcome fate. Fate hearkens to we. Gratitude el khemmett, al Morocco that nourished we. Coming forth by day, this Chief Justice stands squarely as the supreme law for the land. Allah. Canaan Land Kahiri Republic Federal Government Ministries, United States for America, Mishra Empire Government, Ministry for the People of the United States, Moorish National Divine Movement for the Earth, de jure Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court, Canaan Land Kahiri Republic Consulate Court, Canaan Land Territory, Northeast of Mexim, Al Morocco Earth, United States National Trust Programs, SOTEP Jewels, onshore, at land, Mexim, North America. Article 3 Court Action states, we the people for the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States for America. Preamble, Constitution for the United States, 1789, 2025, September 1st. Part 1, Government Ministries, Mission Statement. We proclaim for the ministry of our state, the United States National Trust Programs are to aid, assist, and benefit Moorish American nationals and our subjects ipso jure at Canaan Land Kahiri Republic Territory, northeast of Mexim, North America. We, the Muslims, the Moorish National and Divine Movement for the Earth, the original universal cosmic Masons, the uncorruptible matriarch Sun, the ancient Asiatic Moors, are the protectorate for humanity. The Christians, the Buddhists, the Rastafari, the Sheiks, the Muslims, the Baha'i, the Hindu, the Shinto, the Taoist, the Jainist, the Wicca, the Druids, and among others who have declared their proper status and proper persona in alignment at the Moroccan Empire, nunc pro tunq. Part 2, Original Creditor Identification Executive Summary. 1A, Appellation of Sovereign Merchant, SOTEP Jewels. 1B, Posting Location, Address for Principal, Empire State of Morocco, United States for America, Canaan Land Kahiri Republic Federal Government, Universal de jure Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court, care of 313 29 Louvain Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, Post Office Code M5, M4M, 3M7, Ancient Canaan Land Territory, Northeast of Mexim, North America, Al Morocco. Universal Natural Area Code and Latitude Longitude 8CMPW Q89CG 43.662552 minus negative 79.336922. 2A, Employer Identification Number 98 plus 1758239. 2B, cost of goods, insurance, freight, creditor, commercial number 000847563. Number 3, month civil tax calendar year ends December 12th month. Natural living divine being to contact if more information is needed. We, the Empire State of Morocco, the Moors at North America, the executors, ministers, creditors, claimants, trustees, and beneficiaries of all land and all natural resources, are mandated by our ancient ancestors of all land, all natural resources, all commerce, and all systems. Hereby the arch, the governing principle does extend to the Amendment 13, Section 2 of the Constitution for the United States of America, ratified November 18, 1865, by 3/4 of the several states. 5. Email address, todochea@protonmail.com. 6. List the appellations, titles, and posting locations of the officers, directors, and trustees. If you have more than 5, see the instructions. Appellation of divine being, I am Angel Todochea Saunders. Qui sum, my free chosen sovereign appellation is Anagel Mahatkamade. Improper persona, ser juris, improper solo, improper hearkens, in capis diminuto nola, and in red ink. Chief Justice, fiduciary, trustor, attorney at fact, original creditor at Gaia. Appellation of divine being, I am Teresa Constance Saunders. Qui sum, my free chosen sovereign appellation is Rostel El Shabazz Day. Improper persona, ser juris, improper solo, improper hearkens, in capis diminuto nola, and in red ink. Chief Justice, fiduciary, trustor, attorney in fact, original creditor at Earth. Appellation of divine being, I am Tereska Monique Nurse. Qui sum, my free chosen sovereign appellation is Almaraska El Sanuday. Improper persona, in ser juris, improper solo, improper hearkens, in capis diminuto nola, and in red ink. Chief Justice, fiduciary, trustor, attorney in facts, original creditor at Midgard. Part 3. Government structure, organization and management. Sojab Jewels is an Al-Moroccan Moorish American national merchant, a subsidiary of the Alabama Mineral Land Company, Birmingham, Alabama, 000 plus 712 plus 613, formed in accordance with the Zodiac Constitution and the Constitution for the United States of America, 1789 and 1791, for gold, silver, and more Salmon Dolarum gold receipts, commerce, mercantilism, peace ministries, public works, all systems and commodities, onshore, at land. Part 4. Government, public work ministries, goods and service descriptions. Sojab Jewels is a Moorish American Al-Moroccan commercial arm for the vast estate Pure Express Sunflower Trust. All public works ministries are temples as described in the United States Internal Revenue Code, Section 501c3. All ministries are clear, perfect, living, universal, original, indigenous, ancient, natural, divine, allodial title temple organizations of local units for all land locations. All ministries are for the Moorish Temple of the Moon and the Sun Association Divine Order, fulfilling all exempt status entitlements pursuant to 17 Code of Federal Regulations 450.3, hereby stated. A. Sotep Jewels Ministry. B. Universal Post Office Ministry. C. Birth Records and Other Vital Records Archives Ministry. D. Advisory Healing Ministries and Supply Ministry. E. Bank Ministry. F. On-site domiciliary ministry. G. Media Ministry. H. Hotels and Estate Realty Ministry. I. United States Travel and Transportation Ministry, Head Office Ministry. J. National Manufacturer Production Ministry. K. National Agricultural Ministry. L. National Erudition Ministry. M. National Clan and Family Governance Ministry, and Commerce and Mercantile Ministries. Number 2, chronos of commercial fact for creditor merchant actions. Date of incorporated if a corporation, or formed if other than a corporation. 2023, October 18th, and all other times. Number 3, state of incorporation, other formation. Canaanland Kahiri, Republic Federal Government. Ancient Canaanland Territory. Living Canada State. Northeast Maxim. Midgard. Maghrib. Aska. Morocco. 4. Section 501c3 affirms that all international documents, de jure Article 3 affidavits, state the purpose for all exempt purposes within Section 501c3. Check this box to affirm that the affidavits contained these statements. Checked. 5. Section 501c3 affirms the notification for all in the year of the Lord's Grand Rising, 2025, in the month of September, on the first day of the solar calendar, 2025, September 1st, Gregorian civil calendar, at 1 antemeridian, into perpetuity. We the people do hereby place our will on the record by spoken word, written word, elastical will, and all other. All law is subject to update according to the living will for the people. Notice to the system is notice to the subjects. Notice to the subjects is notice to the system. Part 5. Creditor National Acquisitions, Procurement, and Operations. This affidavit is evidence, proof, and justice, stating that Soda Jules is solvent and the sovereign authority for all creditor acquisitions by law, to the extent specified herein. United States General Service Bond 981758239, bond dated 2024 March 9th. Indemnity Farsi Insurance Proclamation, 1 million more $1 gold-backed more $1 is equal to 1 gold United States dollar at 1 unit to 1 unit. Each event governed by the Universal Sovereign Original Indigenous Ancient Living Article 3 Al-Moroccan Moorish American Courts for the Empire State of Morocco is hereby indemnified where harm may occur for 100 million gold United States dollars in gold-backed more $1, regardless of the cause of the event, the type of the event, the nature of the event, nor any other state of the event. This indemnity Farsi does cover all land, all natural resources, and all commerce. This amount is subject to original jurisdiction and is at the lawful discretion thereof, nunc pro tunq. Part 6. Creditor allocations and remittances, financial projections, and budgets. All nationalized resources shall be acquired, commanded, and operated as in Article 3 Al-Moroccan Moorish American Consular Court actions. All accounts are settled and credited by our Congress Treasury records. The United States National Trust Program shall allocate and remit goods and services by law, pursuant to the Public Work Order Law 2025, Ravana 8, nunc pro tunq. Part B, enter 3 plus Charter National Taxonomy or of exempt entities codes that best describe the actions of the organization. See instructions, not applicable. Part 7. Congress Treasury Records, Commercial Legislation and Regulation. This affidavit does satisfy all recordation duties for the ancient, natural, living, divine, indigenous, universal, sovereign, original Congress Treasury Records, in accordance with the state provisions to include 1. 31 United States Code 1501, documentary evidence required for government entitlements. Number 2, 12 United States Code 95A, Part B2, regulation of transactions in foreign exchange of gold and silver, property transferred, vested interest, enforcement, and penalties. Number 3, the Constitution for the United States, 1789, Article 1, Section 9, money shall be paid in alignment with national appropriations by law. Number 4, Internal Revenue Format 1023 plus EZ, recognition for exemption according to United States Internal Revenue Code, Section 501c3. Number 5, Public Law 7310, Chapter 132, Appropriations for the Treasury and Post Office Ministries. Number 6, 49 United States Code 13906A1, surety of driver operators, operator public carriers, traders, and freight forwarders. A, driver operator requirements. 1, liability insurance requirements. The Secretary of Travel and Transportation shall issue a driver's operator license for all actions according to Section 13902 as the operator files on the public record a bond, insurance statement, or other type of securities approved by the Secretary in an amount of gold, silver, and Moorish Salmon gold receipts as stated herein, pursuant to Sections 31138 and 31139, and the laws of Washington District for Columbia, in which the original creditor is operating, nunc pro tunq. The security shall be the Fifth Amendment statement, ruling, justice, judgment based on our sovereign identity and status. The license issuance terms shall remain in effect as commanded by the Secretary, nunc pro tunq. This affidavit is authorized and authenticated and is true and correct. This is performance. Executed Chronos year 2025, month Asvina, day 1, 2025, September 1st, Gregorian civil calendar. In honor, we, the divine sovereign beings, affirm that we are the sovereign natural and divine beings, herein proclaimed in capitis diminuto nolo in proper persona surgeris in proper solo in proper heardes, and affirmed by lawful birthright, being lawfully universally qualified and competent to affirm this document. We declare by virtue of divine law, in alignment to the Zodiac Constitution, and upon the United States Republic Constitution, and upon the honor of our foremothers and our forefathers, that the above proclamation and affidavit is true and correct to the best of our knowledge and honorable intent, in accordance with the 5 principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, exercising our natural substantive rights and divine heritage. We therefore place our sovereign hands and seals hereto and in favor of all Moorish American nationals at earth. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine Moorish American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient Empire State of Morocco, and all de jure Moorish National Republic federal government documents are self-executing on the public record at North America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Mexico, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Temple of the Moon and Sun, Earth, Chronos times immemorial into perpetuity, United States National Trust Programs, Sotos Jewels, Washington District for Columbia. I am Anagel Todochea Saunders, Moorish American National, Sovereign Chief Justice, Fiduciary Consul, Attorney at Facts, Minister Vizier, United States for America. Angel Todochea Saunders in proper persona and surgeris in proper solo, and in proper heardes and capitis diminuto nolo in red ink. My free chosen national appellation is Angel Mahakabade in proper persona and surgeris in proper solo and proper heardes and capitis diminuto nolo and in red ink. White status, just sanguinis, just soli, just gentium, just imperi. All sovereign rights perfected at all times, nunc pro tunq. Notices, system is notices, subjects, Notice to the subjects is notice to the system. I am Teresa Constance Saunders, Moorish American national, Sovereign Chief Justice, Fiduciary Consul, Attorney-in-Fact, Minister, Vizier, United States of America. Teresa Constance Saunders, in proper persona, Sir Juris and proper soul and proper hearkens, in capis diminutum nola and red ink. My free chosen national appellation is Rostal El Shabazz Day, in proper persona, in Sir Juris and proper soul and proper hearkens, in capis diminutum nola and in red ink. White status, just sanguinis, just soli, just gentium, just imperi. All sovereign rights perfected at all times, nunc pro tunq. Notice the system is notice the subjects. Notice the subjects is notice the system. I am Ego Sum, Tresca Monique Nurse, Moorish American national, Sovereign Chief Justice, Fiduciary Consul, Attorney with Facts, Minister, Vizier, United States of America. Tresca Monique Nurse, in proper persona and Sir Juris, in proper soul and proper hearkens, in capis diminutum nola and in red ink. My free chosen national appellation is Al Marasca El Sanude, in proper persona and Sir Juris, in proper soul and proper hearkens, in capis diminutum nola and in red ink. White status, just sanguinis, just soli, just gentium, just imperi. All sovereign rights perfected at all times, nunc pro tunq. Notice the system is notice to the subjects. Notice to the subjects is notice to the system. In honor, this affidavit is stated and sealed in the year of Lord's Grand Rising, 2025, in the month of Asvina, Eon, the first day of the solar calendar, 2025, September 1st, Gregorian civil calendar, at 1 antemeridian Eastern Time, in time immemorial into perpetuity. We, the sovereign living justice, stand as supreme law for the land, Canaan land territory, Northwest Mexico, Morocco Earth, Moroccan Empire, Canaan Kahiri Republic Federal Government, United States of America, Societas Republica El Morocos, Moorish National and Divine Movement for the Earth, Universal Article 3 Moorish American, Canaan Kahiri Republic Consular Court, care of 313 29 Louvain Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, Post Office Code M4M3M7, Land of Living Water, Ancient Canaan Territory, Northeast of Mexico, Khemmett, Morocco Earth, Universal Natural Area Code 8 CMPW Q89CG, latitude and longitude 43.662552, negative 79.336922, email todochea@protonmail.com. Whereas gold coins, silver coins, and nationally autographed Moorish sovereign delarium gold and silver receipts, and nationally endorsed fiduciary money are for all commerce and all money exchanges at all times. Whereas Moorish sovereign delarium gold receipts are fixed rate notifications, fixed rate to the price of gold, and with a fixed interest rate of 0. Recordings of sovereign affidavits, writs, and liens are placed on the public record at Library of Congress, Hall of Records, and all other public records as we so proclaim. Whereas at Canaan Territory Ministries, Canada State Judicial Jurisdiction are proclaimed on the public record at, and here is stated the Google Drive and the YouTube channel. All locations are ancient land locations. All addresses are living corporate situ trust addresses. Lex re sitia, nunc pro tunq. Done and ordered at Canaan land, Madrid al-Asqa, northeast of Mexico. Anointed by divine command, 1 Samuel 24:6. We stand, we reign. Habakkuk 3:13. Filed and received 2025, September 1st at 1 antemeridian. Canaan Kahiri Republic Supreme Court, Canaan Territory, a Mexican Court Clerk Office, Angel Mahatkapade. I, self-law, am master. The court is adjourned.